What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Hot 97 News. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories happening across the country. It is Friday, February 20th, and I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Runs Out with 2 N's.
What's happening?
And Million.
Hey.
And Friday just smells good.
Dude,
No.
It does.
It smells like
It does.
freedom.
Doesn't it?
Smells like I'm about to leave. That's what it smells like.
Freedom Friday, and because it is still Black History Month, I got your Black Fact on this Friday.
Hello.
Yes, sir. It is Black Fact Friday, and this one is real, y'all. I'm not even gonna play with you real quick. It is real, and it is a story. So this is a little known but documented fact. And it is that the FBI didn't just monitor the civil rights movement. They ran full-on psychological warfare operations to break it from the inside. They planted informants. They spread fake rumors. They anonymously sabotaged leaders' reputations. It was all under this counterintelligence program. And one of the wildest examples is that the FBI mailed Dr. Martin Luther King an anonymous suicide letter back in 1964. And it was basically threatening to expose him and implying that he should kill himself before being publicly destroyed. And the FBI later admitted that that letter was part of an operation targeting him. Meanwhile, Malcolm X's situation has long carried allegations that the government was interfering in his life, that he was heavily surveilled, that he had informants all around him, and ultimately that the NYPD's intelligence unit was deeply embedded in Black nationalist groups, and that after he was assassinated, the NYPD had a group that was basically there in the building where it happened, and the allegations are that they allowed it to happen, and then later on withheld information about what happened, and nobody really even knew, what was, who assassinated him and what went on with that, because they withheld intervention and information on that. At the same time, the CIA was accused of building files and just tracking international ties of all these Black activists and programs as well, and the Black Panther Party got hit too. They also were accused of spreading just rumors and overall trying to increase the violence and increase the conflict in these groups until they split apart. So if we put it all together, you'd see the story where in the 60s, these groups, all these civil rights groups and these Black national groups were split apart. In the 70s, all the jobs and all these factories, they leave Black communities, and a lot of people lost their jobs. In the 80s, the crack epidemic hit hard, and we went from being socially and politically unified to completely dismantled as a Black community, and we are still dealing with all that today.
Yes, we are.
That part.
Yes, we are.
And that's your Black Fact Friday.
Hello.
Because we're keeping it a buck. That's crazy. My whole script is not what my script was supposed to be.
Oh, really?
That was off the dome.
Oh, half of that was off the dome.
Hey, that's all. Well, I mean,
Okay.
let us know you know what you're talking about.
We know what we're
Hey.
talking about here.
Hey.
Look, but it's crazy when you think about it.
I mean,
You know?
CIA, when you think about agents and spies, you be thinking like, oh, that's movie stuff. But no, they do it on a constant. They was
Facts.
watching our leaders. That's scary.
No,
It's
man,
crazy.
They've been doing. I mean, they've been doing that. That was nothing like. I don't think it was anything that they probably didn't even know. I think that Martin Luther King, Malcolm X,
Black Panther
Black
Party.
Panther Party.
Yeah.
I think they all knew, like, yo, we being watched. There's a mole inside of all of our camps. So we all need to move with caution. Everybody move with caution. 100%.
But even if they did, though, it didn't
matter.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
They were either killed or split apart.
Didn't matter.
It's
Didn't
crazy.
matter,
Crazy
yeah.
when you think about it. Crazy when you think about the trajectory of the Black community. So we gotta rise up, man.
No, for sure.
For real. Okay. So hopping into the news, we're gonna start out with the fact that, our president has been all over the place these days, to include a stop in Georgia. So he stopped in Rome, Georgia yesterday to talk to the people. Of course, Marjorie Taylor Greene left the position last year, and well, technically she formally left this year, but she announced she was leaving last year, and now there's going to be a special election to replace her. So Trump was in Rome, Georgia yesterday, kind of talking to the people, and he stopped at a restaurant in Rome, Georgia, and this is a little piece of how that went.
45 years.
Yes, 24
You
years.
look too young for that. Come on, wait. I'll get over and take a picture. Come on. Let's get a good one.
My president right there.
Come on. Oh, the cash register. Okay, everyone, in a 3, 2, 1. Everyone thumbs up?
Yes.
Yes.
as the White House posted that. He's a charmer.
I was about to say.
No,
I'm glad you said it because I swear to God, I'm watching these videos of him and he's complimenting almost everybody he meets.
Oh, for sure.
The
It's
man
like-
is a charmer.
He's charming, man.
Here's the thing that I always find very fascinating when Trump goes to visit any type of black establishments or any
Yeah.
black thing. Black people have so much bad, negative things to say about Trump, but as soon as Trump steps foot in any type of establishment,
Listen.
all that goes out the door
It does.
immediately. You never really see a black person that's like, oh man, F Trump or Trump, you just a racist or this, that to his face ever. Really.
Yeah.
You really don't see that too much when they're in these black establishments. Behind closed doors, it's, man, Trump is terrible. This,
Yeah.
But let's put it like this. I'm not a fan of Trump, but if Trump was to walk in here right now, I'd probably high five him. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I probably will give him a high five.
Is
man.
it that the black people are changing their minds when they're seeing him, or he's just surrounding himself with those black people that do like him?
I don't know.
I
It
don't
could
know.
be both. It could be that they kind of vet who they want to be around him. First.
Wait, do you think?
What you think about Trump?
Hey, you think before they even asked people to come into work that day,
Hey,
it was like,
I mean-
hey, who don't like Trump? Everybody raise their hand. Okay, cool. And they didn't tell him why though. They didn't tell him why. They were just like, yeah, y'all not working tomorrow.
Exactly.
I didn't even think
Maybe.
of that. I didn't even think
Shoot,
of that.
because you can't put the man in danger.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I'm
feel
saying.
you.
This is the most important person in the world
Right.
now. You're going to have to ask those type
Right.
of questions.
I feel you. I didn't even think of that.
At the same time, I do think he has this kind of like aura
Yeah,
about
yeah.
him. You know what I mean?
hate
That
to
just
say
like
it.
makes people just, oh, wow, it's Trump. Like, I
hate
want a
to say
picture. You know what I mean?
I hate to say it. He's funny too.
I
He cracks
never
jokes.
laughed.
Bro, he just be cracking. It's like an
He's kinda
old
funny.
grandfather type of jokes. It's just like charming, man.
He just say
Oh my
whatever
God.
he
He
want.
says whatever he wants.
that's
Some
what
of
I
it's
enjoy.
just mad disrespectful,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
some of it is funny. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. You know what I mean? I'm not here to just bash Trump all day.
Oh, no.
The man is funny.
Yeah.
He just does a lot of things I really do not like.
At
But
all.
you know, it is what it is. Okay. After that happened, the street started talking about how there are a lot of banners going up that I don't think I saw coming. I don't think I've seen this in America before, but there's a new banner with Trump's face on it on the DOJ building. It's just installed. This is in part to celebrate 250 years of our great country and our historic work to make America safe again at President Trump's direction.
That's kind of scary. That's kind of scary, intimidating. Department of Justice. He just what? I thought he said it was Department of War at one point in time.
That would be the Defense Department.
Defense Department. Okay. But yeah, he looks like he's about business in that picture. I can't lie.
Yeah, this is the Department of Trump, dog. Everything is Trump. Trump. I've never seen anybody, like when they say people are narcissists, I really don't be understanding what that word really means until I look at Trump for real. You know what I'm saying? Are people that are full of themselves. You think that I used to think I was full of myself. Like, oh man, I love me.
Yeah.
I love Rondell.
Yeah.
Rondell is great. No, dog. He's on another level of I love
Yeah.
Trump. And you can't, that's one thing you can't take away from him.
Yeah.
Is he loves himself. And I appreciate anybody that loves themselves as much. I want to love myself as much as Trump loves himself. Because he has to feel some type of way. Just everywhere he walks, just I need my face there. I
Yeah.
need my face there. Why is there not a picture of me hanging there?
My name should definitely be over here.
You know what I mean?
Oh, the Kennedy Center?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Trump Kennedy Center, you mean? It's
Like, dog.
I mean, it gets a little weird. I feel like the only person who loves himself as much as Trump loves Trump is Kanye. Kanye loves
Yeah.
Kanye
Yes.
as much as Trump loves Trump, and
Yes.
they both just love themselves very
Yes.
much. But this is actually not the first time they've done this. Apparently, it is also on the USDA building. Did you know this? They actually did this last year. Y'all don't even know. They put up a picture of Abraham Lincoln as well, and I feel like they probably just had to make it look a little less weird.
Yeah.
Because he founded the USDA back in 1862. So, you know, it's like, okay, I guess we'll put him on here and maybe people won't be that upset about it. But why are you, for what? Now, why do you got to be there? Why couldn't it just be Lincoln there and you on, you know, whatever other one you feel like you're affiliated with?
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop there. He is also on the Department of Labor building. It's getting a little dictatory.
It is.
It's a smidge dictatory.
This is textbook Kim Jong-un 101. This is textbook Stalin. Like, it's really Stalin-esque. It's scary.
Imagine Obama having his black face on all these buildings,
my
man.
gosh.
Imagine. Imagine.
But see, that's what we wanted from him, though.
Yeah.
I think
I ain't gonna hold you. You right though. We did want this.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not even gonna hold you. We wanted this. We wanted
Yeah.
Obama to be as like it's me. I'm Obama because Obama's that type of guy. He's that fly.
Yeah.
He's that cool. He was not wearing the same suit every day. Obama
Yeah.
flipped it and stripped it and like Obama was a cool dude. He had aura too. Let's not get it twisted.
He did.
But he wasn't this. And this is what we wanted.
And we didn't get it. We couldn't have
no,
it.
we couldn't have it.
So the fact that at the same time, I do feel like people who support Trump also want it as much as some people wanted Obama, and he's just the one who'd be like, who's going to stop me?
Exactly.
Who's going to stop?
Exactly.
Literally nobody, apparently. Y'all don't think that's a little weird? Trump supporters, y'all don't think that's a little weird?
A little weird.
It's just, it's just a smidge.
He will have his face on the $1,000 bill eventually, bro. Like Trump is gonna create. And let me see. Is there a $1,000 bill created before? I think there has been, right? There's been a
$1,000 bill.
$1,000 bill. Is that a thing? $1,000 bill.
About that one.
Let me see.
How many $1,000 bills have you tried to cash in?
I've never seen
Take
one.
to the bank.
But yes and no, there is. There's a real $1,000 bill. Yeah. 1945. Last printed in 1945. But there was one at one point. I'm looking at it right here. Yes. They discontinued it. But Trump will be the person to bring it back and make his face on it.
Y'all remember when they wanted to put Harriet Tubman?
Oh yeah.
On a $20 bill?
Yeah.
They was I ain't gonna hold it. They was tripping off that one. That was a little wild. Harriet Tubman on the 20 is crazy.
Why?
Some people thought that was beautiful.
I didn't see it as beautiful. All right, I didn't see it as like, oh, this is such a great because that now you got us looking at money that we can't even grab for real. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be reparations. If you can put Harriet Tubman on the 20, every black person should have a $20 bill at some point. You know what I mean? They should have made a Harriet Tubman bill and then gave every black person a mandatory one.
A mandatory one? Wow, what is with y'all in getting reparations and having such low numbers? Like,
You just want $20?
Just $20 for the reparations
I'm just
that we went
saying.
through?
Why wouldn't we just
With a Harriet Tubman on it, though.
with a Harriet Tubman? Every black
crazy.
person should at least got one.
The only reason why I wasn't really on board with that is because, like, imagine just having to look down and you just seeing slavery. You know, you just got to be remember when y'all was slaves? For other people, it's looking at presidents, looking at greatness, looking at leadership. And Harriet Tubman was a leader now. She was a leader. We're not taking anything away from Harriet Tubman on Black History Month. At the same time, that is a figure to choose.
Yeah, that's
As a reminder kind of situation. Maybe we don't necessarily want that.
kind of wild. I would feel good like handing it to white people though. I ain't gonna lie. Here you go.
Here's that.
Yeah, take this. Hey,
Yeah.
This is how you feel. You should feel bad about taking this toy. Matter of fact, don't break this. All right.
You just keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it. Keep it.
How much was it? $20. Here's $20. Give it right back. Thank you. You know.
Crazy.
Okay. I also came here with some real stories and some answers because yesterday it disturbed my spirit that I couldn't answer something that came up in the show. We were talking about why the U.S. is so attached to Israel. And is Israel the little brother or is Israel the daddy to the U.S.? You know what I mean? Because right now we're floating around war with Iran, and the U.S. is hoping that they can come to some kind of nuclear deal with Iran. But if they can't, they have a whole armada out there ready to attack. That's page we're on. And then, of course, Israel popped in and said, well, hey, as y'all are coming up with a nuclear deal, we would like you to add this and this and this and all this stuff that Iran is never going to agree to. So if they can't come to a deal, they're going to attack. And the deal on the table right now is definitely not one that Iran is going to go for. So what do we think is going to happen here? So again, the question is, so then why are we just so attached to Israel right now when they're really the ones in danger? You know, we've put American troops in harm's way by having them out there, but as far as who would really be getting attacked, that would be Israel. So why are we doing all this? Lindsey Graham was talking about this in Israel, and Lindsey Graham is a senator from South Carolina. Does he talk to y'all, South Carolina, by the way? I mean, this man is constantly out of the country. Last town hall, I looked it up, he did was like in 2017. That's almost 10 years ago.
That's wild.
Last time he talked to y'all was in 2017.
That's crazy.
Y'all don't care about that? Anyway, he's in Israel. He's talking about this whole conflict, and this is what he said.
The wars of the future are being planned here in Israel, because if you're not one step ahead of the enemy, you suffer. Most clever, creative military forces on the planet are here in Israel because they have to be to survive. And so what we're looking at is that Israel is advancing down the road of new weaponry far beyond us. And it would be nice to have a process where we can be partners.
So if you missed the first part, he said the wars of the future are being planned here in Israel. So they're already planning for war in the future, which I thought was interesting because why aren't we planning for peace? Can somebody plan for peace at some point? Like, why are we planning to be in a fight with somebody? But, if you ask some people, Israel is constantly thinking about being in danger because of the position they're in, surrounded by countries that don't want them there. I mean, that's why they're about to attack Iran. Iran doesn't want them there. So, I thought that was fascinating. Does that answer any questions, or do you have more questions? This is the part, it's Friday. We can talk about it.
Well, don't really answer anything because I'm still a little confused about what's really going on. You know what I mean? Like
he said,
no, I get that.
They've got the not the intelligence, the creativity. They've got the weaponry. They got the technology that we do not have. They have far outpaced us on the tech. We have the might, so maybe we can put our might with their tech together and join them in having this advanced weaponry.
Yeah, but why would they need our might when they have the strength? Like, so an analogy, I will put it like, why would I need somebody to help me, lift up something if I already have the strength to lift it up myself? You know what I mean? Like, that's how I'm thinking of it. Like, why do you need my help? Why do they need our help? I get we have the might or we have whatever, but if they got the manpower, if they big brother or, they are fathers or X, Y, Z, what they need me for?
So when we was talking about it yesterday, I kind of thought about it like, okay, so we have NATO right now. We're part of NATO as a group, and there's certain rules in NATO that we cannot like go past. Is Israel part of NATO? Let me double check that because then my whole theory is down. Hold on.
Okay. You look that up, and then I would think that they would be, but I can't, I don't like to just lie to people when I don't know something. So let's get a second opinion from the streets.
Okay, so yeah. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, please.
Okay, so Israel is not part of NATO. In order for us to do certain things across the world and, impede on other people's rights and things like that, to flex our military might, if we want to stay with NATO, we'll use NATO, and then we'll have Israel do all the bad stuff for us. Hence why we've been giving billions of dollars. It's not just this presidency that's been giving billions of dollars. I looked at it. Biden was giving billions of dollars to Israel. Obama was giving billions of dollars to Israel. So it's like we got them to do our dirty work. This is just my theory. We have them to do our dirty work so we can stay in NATO. That's if we even continue to stay in NATO, though.
Okay, hold on. So you're saying that you feel like Israel is doing some of the dirty work that goes against the principles of NATO?
Yeah.
So we literally can't because we're in NATO, but they can.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, man, I don't know. I would say that maybe the official answer is yes, I have this crazy military tech. Think about Venezuela. I can go into a country and kidnap a very heavily guarded person and not lose a single person because of a discombobulator, whatever that means. Trump keeps calling it. And, we saw the reports. I was bleeding from my nose.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't see. I couldn't hear. I couldn't think. I couldn't blink. It was like crazy stuff and nobody knows about. So if you have that and this, country over here has like just more soldiers than I ever could because Israel's a tiny little country. Israel's like the size of New Jersey.
Yeah.
We got the United States here with our military might. So they just kind of have buddied up and said, we're going to just do it. We're just going to do this thing together.
Okay.
I guess. So Lindsey Graham in that conversation also said that he is fully aware that we have our military out there and that this obviously puts them in harm's way, but he feels like this is worth it because we told Iran's people that we were going to help. And here is that.
Could our soldiers be in the region? Absolutely, they could. Can Iran respond if we have an all-out attack? Absolutely, they can. I think the risk associated with that is far less than the risk associated with blinking and pulling the plug and not helping the people as you promised. We told them to go back in the street, keep protesting, help us on the way. We have to be good to our word.
He also basically said that stopping the Ayatollah, which is Iran's supreme leader, is like stopping Hitler. And here is that.
To those who believe you should confront evil, you're right. Those who believe it doesn't exist, you're wrong. To those who want in peace, it never works. We got a chance here to stop this regime. History would judge us poorly if we let the Ayatollah off the hook. How many times could we have stopped Hitler? A bunch. Somebody probably asked in 1935, what would Germany look like if you killed Hitler? I wish somebody had tried successfully. Systemically killing the the Ayatollah represents evil incarnate to me.
That's strong. That's a strong word to say.
That's a very strong thing to say, especially because I looked into it and I was like, is Iran just known across the world as the worst of the worst for just oppression and human rights abuses? And it's not, actually. Like, there's a whole list of countries, and depends on who you're asking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because our propaganda is different than Russia's propaganda, is different than China's, is different than Iran. So everybody's got a bad guy in their story. So I don't, you take that with a grain of salt, but Iran is not on that list. There are other countries that are known for just deeper human rights abuses. Iran's not like high on their great list now. But they're not the worst of the worst. In fact, one of the worst countries on that list is actually on the board of peace, Azerbaijan. Point is, we're talking about, like, we really care about these protesters, and personally, I hate to give my opinion, I really do, but like, I don't think they really care about that. I think that's the boat that they're using to make this make sense. That's why he keeps saying, remember, this is about the protesters. Remember, this is about the people. There are legitimately people who want to see this regime toppled. There are legitimately people who hate these people and say they've gone too far with all of their just radical beliefs, and the system they have them in is very oppressive. So they're using a very real thing as the boat for this, and so we'll see what happens next. I also had one more clip. I can't remember what it said. Can you play this real quick? It's probably important.
To anybody who believes that the Ayatollah can withstand all of this and stay in power and not affect the United States, you're wrong. If this man, the Ayatollah, and his regime survive all this bluster, then not only does Hamas Hezbollah beliefs not go away, they come back stronger. The likelihood of normalization under those conditions is zero. The Arabs will go back in their corner. Trying to get a better deal with Putin in Ukraine goes to zero. You'll see how we said one thing and did another in the Mideast. It will affect us in Russia and Ukraine. It will make it more likely China will take Taiwan. The opposite is true too. If we follow through, if we have to, and we deliver a decisive blow, working with the Iranian people to end this nightmare Iran, then a new dawn breaks. Something that nobody even envisioned 2 years ago becomes more likely than not. Thank you.
Okay. So if you're following what he's saying here, I feel like I just heard him say, we are basically about to do this. We've gone too far and we can't not do this at this point. Because if we don't and we just back off, then Russia and China see this and they're like, okay, so they're not really as, what I thought they were. Unless there's a favorable thing that comes of these negotiations, but I don't know. Again, that seems very unlikely. And I think that they're kind of painted into a corner. Of course, he's not saying this is definitely happening because it's not his call to make. He said throughout the whole thing, unless the negotiations don't work and, if it gets to this point, we don't know if it's for sure. But he's literally saying, like, hey, if we don't literally go after the Ayatollah at this point and we just leave, then the lives of the Iranian people are going to get a lot worse. America's going to have a bigger target on our back because we just parked a whole armada on the front door. And, Israel's, of course, going to probably keep coming under attack from all these terrorist groups. So I don't see how they don't attack at this point.
Yeah. I could see them attacking. It's just also funny how they have, I'm looking at these numbers, they have $208.6 billion roughly of crude oil. Isn't that the same type of, that's like around the same amount that we just nabbed from Venezuela. It's kind of interesting, isn't it?
I do think it would be interesting if that enters the chat. If oil enters the chat.
I swear to God, if oil enters this chat, man.
But I don't see how because they're trying to get them to cut their nuclear program to 0%, and that's they're using for energy. So, I don't know really how it all works, but in theory, you couldn't also say, and we're taking your oil too. What are we talking about then at that point?
I don't know, but for them to push that button, it's almost like I see why they would do it. And I think they would have to get some sort of money back from doing this. I mean, a lot of these things that they do, they're like investments. War is an investment.
Yeah.
What other investment could they possibly be making from doing something like this?
An investment into Israel. That's what I'm saying. And that was why I think it was a good point of why are we doing this? What benefit does it give to the United States? And I think from what I've seen, the benefit is all to our ally Israel for doing this. I mean, we can do some more research and make sure that, that is just actually like the whole truth of it all. But it seems peace in the Middle East is what we're doing this for. And that's great. I mean, peace in the Middle East is great, but we live here. So do we really want to be spending all these billions of dollars to, making sure we have our version of peace in the Middle East? Or do we want to have this money spent here? I mean, it depends on who you ask. But I will say that Trump said he's given Iran about 10 to 15 days to make some kind of a nuclear deal or bad things will happen. And Israel, of course, is already preparing for an attack. In fact, Israel's preparing for a scenario that Iran just attacks first and just preemptively says, you know what, I can already see where the tides are about to go and I'm attacking you first. So they're preparing for everything. Everything is on the table. They didn't say like why they think that scenario would play out. They just, they're like, yeah, we could see that happening at this point. So nobody knows what's about to happen.
I think that's a good idea if Iran attacks first. Wait, listen to me. That's like you, hey man, you hit first and then and hope they fall when you hit them. That's always. If you fight somebody bigger than you hit them first and hope that they fall when you hit them.
They're not gonna fall. Though.
We already know that.
And
we
they're
know
just
that.
waiting on a bigger excuse to use. Oh, they hit us first. Now we could just detonate the whole land.
For sure.
They hit us first. Y'all seen it, right? We seen it. We seen that play out with Gaza. I'm just saying.
It wouldn't be smart, I don't think, on Iran to do that. If they have any sense of self-preservation, they're not going to do that.
Please don't.
I mean, literally, unless they, no, because that would have to be a very devastating attack.
Yeah.
For it to be, So we'll see what happens. We got our eye on it. You know what I mean? So we have to go to a very quick break, and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. We got to give you a little update. Just a quick little update into the Nancy Guthrie investigation since we're on top of it. At this point, we might also go try to find her ourselves.
Exactly.
The streets, since y'all just need some help, apparently. There was some talk going around that the FBI contacted Mexican authorities about Nancy Guthrie because, she lives in Tucson and it's very close to Mexico. So there was some thought that maybe she could be over the border. So they said that at least there was reporting that the FBI said that they contacted Mexican authorities, and Mexican authorities said, no, they didn't. Here is your quick update. This was from an official in Mexico, in Sonora. And Sonora is the Mexican state directly south of southern Arizona. And so that would be like a likely place that they would have tried to move her into. And if you look at the very middle of that, to date, this institution has not received any formal request for collaboration, assistance, or exchange of information from U.S. authorities or Mexican federal agencies in relation to said case. If we get one, we'd be happy to help.
Wait a minute. So you telling me they just straight up, y'all, this is getting ridiculous at this point. At this point, I'm over it. Nancy, I want you to be home, but at the same time, hey.
You know what's interesting? Because even Trump was saying maybe we need to start reporting on other things. I saw a quote with him last night when he was on Air Force One, and he was saying basically he thought it was strange about the pacemaker spotter, the signal sniffer, where it was supposed to be trying to sniff out her pacemaker signal potentially. And he was saying I don't know why you would tell the news that, because then you might told the suspect that, in which case they could try to just thwart you from doing it. So maybe y'all need to start reporting on something else so that you're not just giving the game away.
Right.
Flat out.
At the same time, don't give us just nonsense. Why?
Go ahead.
I don't think our government wants her back. She must have did something to our government or something.
Trump has said that he is down to just do whatever it needs to be done to get her back, and that he's gonna hold the suspect to the death penalty if she's found dead. So he's been saying he's been supporting this effort, and thought it was tragedy. I don't know, man. I know I'd be sick if this was my mom at this point.
You know, they don't look for them little black kids as much as they look for Nancy Guthrie, mama like this. It's black kids on that Target poster. I mean, you walk past Walmart and you see all them missing children on them posters, boy. You see all them. I ain't seen not one of y'all go out there looking for them kids, bruh. And y'all looking for Nancy Guthrie like she y'all mama. For real. Y'all don't even know this lady like that. She ain't bake y'all no cookies, no nothing.
Bro.
Like what?
I was looking for stories earlier this morning, and I got a story that a guy was found in Taiwan because he had murdered somebody out in the U.S. They went and tracked him all the way down to Taiwan. He was found in Taiwan.
The murderer?
The murderer was found in Taiwan, and it was a murder that he did in the U.S. I'm like, how did you track it? You tracked him down, and mind you, guess what race he was?
White.
Black man.
Damn.
Black man found in Taiwan, bro. They tracked him to the ends of the world.
Well, I mean, it ain't that hard, my boy. It ain't that hard to be in Taiwan. He's not walking amongst his own. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, hey man, this guy's kind of out of place.
Look, Trump has called up all those countries. Did you see a little something that looks out of place in your country recently?
You know, I did see this black man walking down the street.
Black guy just touched down earlier today.
He was about 6. He was way taller than everybody else, and I just didn't know why. But to your point, Million, if that does go to show, if they can get him over there,
look,
how y'all can't get what's going on here with Nancy Guthrie? How? Don't make no sense.
The suspect in this case is just dropping evidence.
He letting y'all know he out here.
Glove over here. Glove over here. I just went and got this from Walmart. Got my little gun holster from Walmart too. Trackable.
Y'all ain't check no payment stubs, no video camera from Walmart, no nothing. That's why this case no longer gets attention from me. That's why after today, it no longer gets attention from me. We can talk about it, but as far as like my mental being like invested, I no longer invested because I don't care anymore. I'm letting you know that I don't care. It's not that I don't care about Nancy. I just don't care about what's going on. If y'all find him, y'all find him. Him or her. If y'all find him or her that's done it, y'all find him. If y'all find Nancy, you find her. If not, so be it. You know, so be it.
I am hoping for the best. We are all hoping for the best. And we hope that she's found.
For sure.
We hope that she is found. Okay. In the meantime, these internet streets are going crazy after a video of Les Wexner appearing to get threatened by his lawyer in the middle of a hearing about Jeffrey Epstein went viral. So if you haven't seen this, this is the clip. Could you hear that?
Yeah.
Could you hear that?
Oh, for sure.
He said, I will effing kill you if you answer another question in more than 5 words. Something like that, because I couldn't really hear it in mine. Okay, so this looks very bad, obviously. And I'm sure when you guys saw it, what were you thinking?
I mean, I initially when I first saw it, I was taken aback, but also kind of. I mean, it was kind of funny to be honest, because you're this old white man literally getting told this, and then he trying to laugh it off like he didn't just get said these words in his ear. Like, bruh, you gonna die if you don't stop playing with these folks. But I also think too, man, this is how a lot of these people should treat their clients when they in trial. Like, hey, bro, shut up. Why are you talking so much? If you talk one more time, I'm gonna beat you up myself. A lot of these people will probably not be in jail today if they had a lawyer like that to talk to them like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
Okay, so you're thinking it's not necessarily a
no. No, I definitely think it's that.
You got 5 words per question.
It's definitely thinking he whistleblowing a little too loud. He talking a little too loud. It's like, hey, bro, I ain't tell you to say none of this. Okay, I said answer them questions with yes and no, yes and no, no sir, yes sir. And you doing your own, you going off script, bro. This is not what we talked about back there. You going off script. So yeah, I think it was definitely he was talking too much. But I also think that there needs to be people to talk to their clients like this more often.
Just to keep you from saying anything incriminating, just in case. I hear that. So if you don't know, Les Wexner is the billionaire ex-CEO of Victoria's Secret and a bunch of other major businesses. And he gave Jeffrey Epstein power of attorney and broad control over his finances, a.k.a. Epstein would have been allowed to sign documents, move money, and make deals as if he were Les Wexner, and Les Wexner is a gabajillionaire. So Wexner claims that Epstein was just a con artist who scammed him and just stole a lot of his money. Other people are not convinced about that and feel like he clearly must have known something if he gave that man power of attorney. You trusted this man over literally everything that you have. So Congress wanted to know what all he knew about Epstein and subpoenaed him. And, I am the first one to throw anybody guilty under the bus here. Y'all know, I'm in on this train. Throw everybody under the jail train. But I actually don't think this is what it looked like at all. I was actually looking at this clip. First of all, I thought it was AI. And then I thought, okay, I wonder why he said this. I wonder what the context of this was. So I went to go find the whole meeting. It's a House oversight meeting. It's online. So here are a couple. Actually, let me just tell you. He was giving the longest answers, full of details that literally nobody cares about. And his lawyer actually tried to tell him multiple times, stop yammering on about stuff that's just nonsense. And so I'm not trying to come up with an excuse for why he said this. I'm just going to show y'all the longer portion of a few moments that led up to his lawyer saying that.
And that's how it happens. So I think I'm giving a long answer, but to understand in context. Because if I just say yes or no, you won't understand it. I never would have guessed I was being conned. Never, ever. The deceit was so subtle. Yes, I know.
Answer the question.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure we all appreciate the stories. We're just trying to answer the questions they actually wanted the answers.
Okay.
That's very helpful. Thank you.
I hope it is. It was just regularly done.
So he did try to say
discreet
multiple
question.
times, stop going on and on
Yeah.
and on, up until the point he says, I will effing kill you if you answer another question with more than 5 words.
And maybe they have that type of relationship because it was an uncomfortable laugh. At the same time, it could have been I'll kill you, bro. If you keep talking like this. Like, stop.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Yeah, I'm
Bro,
gonna kill you, bro.
I've told you
You
out
know
loud.
what I'm saying? Like, so it could have been all right, bro, my bad. All right. And bro, dude is also old. How old is Lex Wexner? How old is he? Like, what, 80?
He's old.
Gotta be in his 80s, early or late 80s. So he old. He probably ain't got nobody to talk. This is the first time actually having somebody to talk to and listen to him. Don't nobody want to listen to this man. Finally got somebody to listen to him. He gonna talk.
Mind you, he did end up answering questions with more than 5 words after that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it's not like he literally felt threatened and then the 5-word thing happened and then he was like, no, yes, sorry, no, I don't know, I don't recall. That wasn't the vibe. He was still answering questions. But this is a 5-hour meeting. And that moment happened at 4 hours and 25 minutes. So if he's been yammering on for this, the people were probably just fed up. Not to give people excuses. I hate that because I thought it was very scandalous and juicy for him saying oh, I'm gonna kill you if you say more than 5 words because it looked bad. But that's just not what it was. I did think it was weird that they did this in his house.
Oh, they did it at his crib?
They went to Les Wexner's estate in Ohio to do this. In fact, I found a little picture of it.
It was a nice crib.
The House oversight, they just get to pull up
That's nice.
to a nice little estate. I said, man, rich people.
So that's just like the lake house or something.
Where's
I don't
people
look that big.
Nah,
He's got multiple properties.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure he got
That's
properties all around.
Yeah.
That's his estate. Rich people don't call their houses houses. They call them
Yeah, an
estates.
estate. I got an estate.
I got an estate
myself.
Yeah.
It's a townhouse.
I have a home. I have a home.
Oh, do you?
I have a home.
Yeah, it tells you have an estate.
Yeah, I don't have an estate yet.
You got a little yard?
Not just a yard, but that's an estate.
Yeah,
That's
no.
a
We got trees.
This
Multiple.
man got a roundabout in his driveway. Come on now. What? So
Yeah, man.
Now, I'm with you on that. He was just trying to get him to be quiet a little bit. But when Twitter be putting stuff out there too. I saw one clip, and I'm not gonna say this was official or anything like that. I did see a clip on Twitter where Wexner was asked. He was like about why he gave Epstein power of attorney. And then Wexner was basically going on saying, well, I wasn't the only one who did it. Everybody did it. Google. And he listed a couple of other people that did it.
Ooh.
And then he was like, yeah, so everybody almost trusted this guy. And then, of course, they made the cut on X, on the video. They made the cut, and then they went to the fast forward. If you say another word, you'll kill him. But it's still if he was saying too much, that could incriminate other people.
For sure.
I see. They cut that together because I watched the whole thing, like what led up to that moment, and he was talking about like having a housekeeper and keeping track of the forks and just stuff where I was like, "Girl, what are you talking about?" So I understood why he was like, "Bro, I'm gonna effing kill you," because I've now told you multiple times. But I mean, your point,
he might have been saying a little too much
Oh,
in that,
for sure.
or he might have just needed to go to the bathroom because it was 4 hours long. And I'm telling you, I wasn't watching that. I wasn't watching that.
no,
4 hours worth of it. I'm like, yeah, I'm good on this.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of asked like ChatGPT, hey, like tell me all the big moments from this, and just did he say anything splashy? And he really didn't say anything splashy, but you know, he did say a couple of things that were like, yeah, but I would look into that if I were an investigator. So I think all these people need to go down. And I don't know if he's guilty or not. Of course, he says he's innocent. He said he was conned. He's the victim of Jeffrey Epstein, whatever. But, you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
That we will.
Okay. Meanwhile, Trump says he is going to share the truth about aliens.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly, he is going to share the truth. You know, because we don't know what these people are going to drop. But this all started when Obama said the aliens were real. We talked about it. I was pumped about it. You were pumped about it. You thought it was suspicious. And then we were proven wrong when Obama said the next day, oh, you know, this is not what it looks like. He posted a whole long thing on Instagram saying, I just meant the universe is so vast. So statistically, the odds are that there's probably life out there. I wasn't saying anything. So yeah, somebody asked Trump about that. And this is what Trump said.
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. You know?
So aliens are real.
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. Well, he made a big mistake. He took it out of classified information. No, I don't have an opinion on it. I never talk about it. A lot of people do. A lot of people believe it. Do you believe it, Peter?
Well, the president can declassify anything that he wants to. So
Well,
if you
maybe I'll
want to
get him
make
out
an
of trouble.
announcement,
I may get him out of trouble by declassifying.
we know.
If you ask me, he kind of gave the game away himself. That sounds like an admission to me. What do you mean he's giving away classified information?
That's what I heard. I heard aliens are real, and he shouldn't have been saying what he was saying. That's
Because that was classified.
That's what I. And then I heard him say. And then I heard him see. This is the thing about body language, and when you have acted, you can pick up on like certain difference of beats. He switched that beat up when he was like, "Okay, now what do you think? Do you think aliens are real, or like what do you?" Trying to switch the narrative, but letting people know, saying the quiet part out loud, like, do you think they real? Because they are real, but do you think they real? I can't say it, but do you think?
I took it as like you're trying to make, do you believe they're real, Peter? Like it's almost like a ha ha ha. I'm playing this off. I don't know, because you be thinking with your third eye, but I got a left lip somewhere that I also think with, you know. So
I will say he did get like real smug and chummy when he did ask that question. He gave a half smile and he got real smug when he did it. But I mean, how I read it was like, oh, you know, y'all think that there's aliens to be worrying about. That's not even it.
Right, so funny, ha ha funny. That's how I took it. I see how you took it.
Yeah,
I see it because I wasn't even thinking at it from an actor's perspective.
He got to switch he switched the beat up, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, well, okay, all right.
I just,
I didn't do that.
Okay,
I didn't do that at all. Why you trying to over-exaggerate my stuff, bro?
But after all of that. And again, I thought, man, if Obama didn't tell me, you just told me. You just told me.
Flat out.
He went on Truth Social and said he's going to tell the people the truth. Based on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, and unidentified flying objects, basically the same thing, by the way, and any and all other information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. God bless America.
What does he mean by based on tremendous interest? Bro, we've been interested for years. This ain't nothing new, dog. We've been wanting to know about aliens for years. Like, I don't know where you've been at, but we've been wanting to know this. So if this is true, thank you. If this is true and you really about to do this, I appreciate it because Trump, I think that if Trump would be the only person to release it how I would want it to be released. Like he would give it to us how I want it. Like, yo, aliens are real. This is, here's an alien right there. No, don't try to, don't block them out. Like, show them the aliens for real. That's the people I would think that Trump would want, because he would want to be the person that did it.
I don't want Trump to release anything else. He promised that he was going to release the Epstein files, which he did, but he didn't know he was in the Epstein files himself, or otherwise, why would you release it?
True.
If he releases the alien files, that's what I'm going to call them, the alien files, he might be an alien at this point. Because he don't know.
We ain't doing that.
We don't know. How you going to release the Epstein files is knowing, tell people you're going to release the Epstein files knowing you're in it, and then you're going to release the UFO files knowing that you're in it.
Because of that reason. He's in the Epstein files.
So he wants to let everybody know.
No, you want to get the UFO files out of there. You want to get them out and be like, hey, y'all see these aliens? Now y'all forget about the Epstein files.
That's what it is, though.
Trump feels like he's been exonerated by the release of the Epstein files. He feels like his name has not been besmirched. We got to move on, but I will say, as far as the Epstein files go, I think that he released it thinking that it was going to, it's all redacted. I'm not going to jail. I think the Epstein files lost a lot of weight when the Americans said, we don't see anything. And other countries are now saying, actually, we just arrested somebody. Actually, we just arrested somebody. Actually, we just arrested somebody. So now that Americans are saying, oh, yeah, there's nothing in here, I'm exonerated. Like, I don't believe you anymore.
Yeah.
They've just said that they're not going to look because other countries are figuring it out in a couple of weeks. So, aliens, let's effing go.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited.
We'll see what happens because they be playing with us too. LaMelo Ball was involved in a crash in downtown Charlotte.
Yeah, man.
Wasn't injured, but
no, he wasn't. No,
Yeah.
he wasn't. Yeah. First of all, LaMelo Ball's always been a hothead. Not a hothead, but he's just been a wild child.
Yeah.
He's just been a wild child. So LaMelo Ball's custom camouflage Hummer lost a tire in a downtown Charlotte crash, but the Hornets star walked away with no injuries. The Hornet had practice earlier that day, and shortly before 5 p.m., Ball's custom-made camo-colored Hummer collided with another vehicle at an intersection in downtown Charlotte. Big collision. Whole left side of his car gone. Video shows Ball calmly stepping out of his he's calmly stepping out of the Hummer and getting into another vehicle and then leaving the scene, letting police handle it. Now, here's the thing that I find most interesting about this case. I've never been to Charlotte. I think I've been to Charlotte once, but I've never been when he's been in Charlotte. And come to find out, he's been terrorizing Charlotte with his driving.
What?
Yeah, that's a Hummer after the crash.
Dang.
He's been terrorizing Charlotte with his driving. So here are a few comments from this one person's TikTok video. He cut my mama off during right when he was coming out of the Spectrum Center.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Here's another one.
Kid you not.
He almost hit me downtown. I visited Charlotte one time and he immediately saw his car swerving into traffic.
Damn.
He been out there terrorizing
That's
folks,
crazy.
bro. Here's another one. That boy in that Hummer, he gave me problems earlier this year. Come on now.
Dang.
He literally slowed down to let me through and immediately cut me off. Why are we playing in traffic? You see what I'm saying? He's been doing this from what I'm understanding and people in Charlotte. So this ain't nothing new.
He's almost crossed the street one day, and then I saw him coming and stayed on the sidewalk until he passed, and someone said, yeah, it would have been your last day, and he would have kept driving.
So, nothing happened. LaMelo is very much so, he's good, but LaMelo has a slew of cars in Charlotte. I mean, he's got a Hummer. He's got a Urus. He has a gold McLaren that he owns. He has a few other cars in his downtown Charlotte things. Now, this is where Cam Newton played at. Cam Newton played for the Panthers.
Okay.
So he stays in Cam Newton's old penthouse.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, he stays in Cam Newton's old penthouse inside of Charlotte. So, yeah, man, this is wild because, I don't know what the ramifications is going to be behind this. I don't know what's going to happen.
The way I would have rolled out my car with my neck broke.
Boy.
Because you got the money to pay for it.
You got the money to pay for it.
And my silence and my emotional distress and my, everything that comes with that. So, you know what? As long as that other driver was okay, boy, you better move accordingly.
Oh, 100%.
Grab your blessing.
See, he is the bait. Oh, my bad.
Well, we got 4 minutes.
Go ahead.
What do y'all want to do? Y'all want to keep talking about this?
No,
we
we
don't
good.
matter.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, it's your story. So
Oh,
why
oh,
don't
y'all
why don't
really-
we go? Okay, we'll see if we can do this real quick. A man from Wisconsin was accused of stealing an ambulance with a patient
Come on
inside.
now. Now it gets a little more. So he stole the ambulance with the patient inside and led police on a 40-minute, 18-mile chase through central Wisconsin. Okay, let's
Wow.
start there. Ambulance with the patient still inside it. Paramedics were treating a patient inside the rear compartment when a 37-year-old man reportedly jumped into the driver's seat and took off. Now, here's where things get interesting. The man, when they grabbed him, guess what he was? Butt naked. Butt naked. All right. The chase stretched over 18 miles over 40 minutes, and the suspect drove into muddy fled and ambulance, and then the ambulance got stuck. He refused to get out. So officers deployed a drone because they were urgent concern for the patient inside the back. That's when you know it's serious. And the suspect eventually got taken into custody. Fully naked, body camera and all. So I want y'all to. I've got a video of him getting out of the car.
Open the door! Hands, do it now! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
Booty butt naked, bro.
As the day he was born.
Yeah, the day he was born.
Oh, so he got stuck in a muddy
Yeah,
field.
so he got stuck in the muddy field. That's how they caught him.
I got it. You got it?
Oh my God.
The patient wasn't injured, okay, but injured beyond what was going on, regardless of him being in the back of being in the back of the ambulance. But the transport was even considered an emergency. They treated all this as an emergency. So I don't know why he did this. Had no idea why he did this butt naked. Makes no sense. But imagine being that patient in the back and just being like, "Hey man, this ride got a little bumpy now. Hold on.
Y'all know what y'all doing?
Hold on, we moving a little faster than I know I'm hurt, but God dog, why y'all driving so fast? You know what I'm saying? And then you like stop and you get out to the mud, and then you find out like, man, the dude that was driving was naked.
That's crazy.
Naked, dog.
I'd be so mad if I was an officer and I had to arrest a naked man.
Boy, what?
You got me out here looking at your schling-ling.
What?
That's crazy. In other news, did y'all see that dog owner just abandoned the dang dog right there at the airport?
Yeah, man. Some people do not deserve dogs at all. So take a look at this video real quick. This girl, she was in Vegas, and she went up to the counter to change her ticket, and they said, "Hey, you can't get on this flight because your dog is not a service dog. You don't have the papers for your dog to be a service dog." She said, "Okay, well, I'm just gonna leave it here then."
Huh.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just gonna leave it here. Left the dog at the ticket gate and went to the departure gate. Look at that. Dog just chilling. Dog just chilling. Now look how cute. Look how cute the dog is. Hold on one second.
That's an expensive dog.
That's
now.
an expensive dog.
That was
Yeah.
like one of those like poodle mixes.
It is a poodle mix. It's a golden doodle. It's a
golden doodles are so expensive and they're so cute.
It is a golden doodle. Now, she allegedly claimed that the dog had a tracking device, implying it would somehow find its way back to her. Hey, Miss Lady, that's not how tracking devices work.
I know where he is. I'll come get him when I get back.
That's not how it works. Shorty was gonna get on the plane, come back to where she flew into, and be like, "Hey, where my dog at?" Did anybody see? Hey, I left a dog here. Did y'all happen to keep it?
Did anybody keep it alive? Did anybody feed him?
Yeah, did anybody? So they ended up. The airport ended up adopting the dog and nicknamed it JetBlue.
They didn't want to give the dog back.
So no, you got to get this dog up. you can't keep.
They done stole this lady's dog. Clearly, you didn't want him.
Peter ain't gonna let you keep that dog. Bro.
Oh my gosh! So what was she arrested for? Like dog abuse?
No, she didn't get arrested. No.
Oh. She didn't get arrested?
No. They just no. You can't get her. Oh, it is. Oh, she was arrested. My bad. She definitely was. Oh, yes. The dog was placed on a mandatory 10-day hold after the owner did not return. So,
what was she supposed to do though?
What do you mean? What was she supposed to do? You're supposed to call somebody to come pick up the dog. What do you mean?
I don't know, bro. Maybe that's why I don't have pets. But it's just like, bro. Was they expecting me to pay for the dog to get on the plane?
You can't. The dog can't get on the plane unless it's a service dog.
So then I would have had to reschedule my flight.
You have to put the dog under the plane. Go get a
little crate.
I ain't gonna lie. I understand, Shawty.
You're wild.
To leave the dog at the counter.
I understand, Shawty. I'm sorry,
You're
bro.
wild.
That's $100, bro. That's like another what? $300 that you gonna be having to spend?
Hey, Peter, just to let you know, I wouldn't have left that dog.
Me
Okay,
either, Peter.
If you're looking for a sponsor, hey, I love animals.
It's a dog. It's a dog.
See?
It's a
an
dog.
adorable
Yeah,
It's not a kid. It's not a kid, y'all. It's a dog. It's an animal.
People care more about dogs than people.
You're going to have
You
white
know
people
that.
mad about America about you, boy. Better watch out.
Okay, well, we do have to go to a quick break, but we have so many more Atlanta stories coming at you after this.